Okay, cool. Now I need to remove this annotate. How do I do this? Okay. So I think I have this template. I'm going to duplicate it just to be safe, since this is fine. Actually, I'm just gonna switch over the template. Yeah, gonna duplicate. Mm, yes, great. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. This is the app version, and it has this thing about tabs. So just to make life easier for me, I'm just gonna put this tabs here. And cool. So the same thing, just almost like the Excel. I'm just going to try to just go over it again, just for the sake of the recording. One, the first thing is so this is Notion. Um, you can do wonderful things with Notion, but today is not a Notion class. Today is about a walkthrough on this yearly planner. So the first thing is you want to give this whatever name best suits you. My year 2026, wonderful year 2026, interesting year 2026, whatever you want to call it. And then you can change this image to whatever sparks interest for you. It could be a part of your vision board or anything. You can always do that using change cover and all. And you can always upload image, but that's not the part that is interesting about it. Trying to get this thing out of the way so that it, uh, um, let's see, which annotations does it, do you clear annotations? If anyone knows how to clear this thing, please let me know. This is the first time I did this on Zoom, and now it doesn't want to go away. But anyways, okay. So we can change this to, whatever we want. So I'm just going to change this to make it easier. Again, the same thing, just like the Excel sheet, having a theme or a word around your year. Yeah, quotes or scriptures, and also you speaking life into your year of the wonderful person you want to become this year, right? Then also this part, the same thing, measure goals for the year. You list them one, two, three. And then also the same thing of having notable dates. This is collapsible so that you can see other things, but you can always expand and add as much as possible, right? As time goes on. So yeah, I've added something called related area. All those related areas are around here. So you have your goal areas. You can feel to change this however you want. You can also just feel like I want to get rid of this and create a new one. But one thing to note, which is, well, Notion may get a bit complicated, but it's interesting, trust me, is that whatever is here is sort of connected to the distance around here. So it makes it easier for me to be able to relate or connect whatever goal I'm setting to the area I'm setting those goals in. So that way, if I open any of this and I want to, maybe just understand how this area of my life is going, I can be able to see it. So for example, if I want to see something around, personal branding, or which is a goal of fitness, you can be able to see how those goals are, tied to this particular area. Now you can change this if you feel like, this is not the area how you want to structure your area, you want to structure it differently. I would recommend you rename as opposed to maybe deleting and creating a new one. But if you want to try your tech skills, you can always just create a new area over here and then it would create the same way. Nothing complicated, but just little details. But yeah. So that's that about this part. It's just you may not even need to touch it, but it's just to make you understand how a particular area is going and put things together, right? Then this is the goals, the important part. There are different tabs in this table just because you can filter things out, sort things out, whichever way you want. Now, this last tab is called All Goals. This is where you put all your goals. Now, in this part of the template, I changed this to months as opposed to quarters. Now, so for example, this goal, I want to train for and complete a 5K race, which I really want to do, hopefully. It's part of my, health and fitness. And I'm assuming that I should be able to get this done by March, either March or April, whatever. But for the sake of, this walkthrough, we'll say March. But I know that, I need to train for this across a period of time. So I'm just going to put January, March, February as the period of time I'll be working on this goal. Like I want this goal done. Then actions, like I said, the first thing, what is the very first action I need to take on this one, which is finding a race in my city, which is actually super important because if I don't, I won't probably get this done. Actually, I remember telling someone, "Oh, I want to run 5K this year," and I said, "Oh, have you found a race?" I'm like, yeah, that's the first thing. So finding the first action, it is always the very, very most critical step of your goal, like we've always, addressed. Then any other actions you need to take, and then, the status, like have I started, is in progress, done, or anything. Um, yeah. So you can always modify this whichever way you want. I would actually encourage you to modify this to make it yours as much as possible. I think I can show you what mine is looking like for 2026 when I'm done with this. But it makes it easier when I would want you to be able to walk through this. I did it so that it's easier for you to at least feel like I have something to start from, but this doesn't have to be the end. If you feel like you want to structure things differently, change this to quarters, you want to maybe add a completion sort of track, like I want to see how I am progressing towards my goal. Interesting. You can do that. Right? You can always add more columns and change things as much as possible. These other tabs are just for you to be able to see things in different views. But one part I want to show is this current month view. It helps you to be able to understand and to just be able to streamline things for a particular month. So we're in the month of January. I change the filter to January and I see only the goals that are supposed to be worked on in January. I'm saying work done because it could be two things. It could be me achieving this goal in January or working towards it in January for a particular for the actual target date. So for example, this goal is going to span across 3 months, but this goal I want to achieve it maybe this month, which is January. I really want to push this out there. I want it to be very specific. I don't want to say, oh, launch a YouTube channel, launch a YouTube channel. I haven't said that every year. Let's get very specific. Do something this January, right? That's a very specific goal you want to do I want to do in January, and I want to achieve that this January. Then there could be, other goals that maybe it's going to span a whole complete year. That way, for this ones, you can decide how you want to. So for this one, notice that I put all the months because I know that I want it to span across all the months. I want to always see this every month. I go to this view. I want to see the fact that this is something I'm supposed to do. And an action would be, like I said, you already have a plan you are following, or you have a plan that for this specific month, this is something I need to read to contribute to this goal. Then, yeah, I'd put the note that you need to change this filter every month so that you are seeing what is current for this month. Right? Um, yeah, so that's majorly a walkthrough of just this part. I don't know if anyone has any question.
Yeah.
Chimindu, do you have any question? Okay, I'm gonna miss see. If you have question, you can reach your hand out. I'll mute you back. Okay, so now one other part I was gonna show as part of, Notion. I'm sorry, Excel folks. I can add it later on. I just didn't spend time. So one other part I was gonna add is there is also a second part of this, which is called monthly goal system. I add, okay. Hi, Hulu Busayo.
Okay, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I have a question as regards
Mm-hmm.
setting goal. Now, I know yes, this is not the
Mm-hmm.
session for setting of goals, but
Yes.
that
Okay,
so
right.
while setting my goals for the year,
Mm-hmm.
I just had this feeling like I know I can add more goals.
Mm-hmm.
So what but there are no I don't have more ideas coming to me. I don't know any more goals that I would want to
Mm-hmm.
add. So but what do you have to say as regards that kind of feeling?
Hmm. I see. So if I understand you correctly, you feel like uh I have some set of goals right now. As the year evolves, something will pop up, and I need to add more things to this, right? Is that what you mean?
Yes, similar to that, or like having this feeling of I know I can achieve more this year, so what else can I add to it? Something
Achieve, I
like
see.
that.
Or you feel like you have
Yeah.
bandwidth in your goal list.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So answer that question, and I may not answer it correctly, but it could be in different ways. It could be in the fact that, okay, maybe right now, this is all that's coming to my head. I'm not sure. I don't know what else I can like write down, or I don't know what else I can like you said, oh, I feel like yeah, there's more I can take on, but right now I don't have those ideas. Let's put it that way, right? So the question to you is now going to be around, do you feel like around what area do you feel like you are growing more in, right? Is it going to be, even if I don't know what is that is going to look like, but I feel like I want to spend more time in my career this year, or I want to spend more time in my relationships, or there are different areas of life. So my question back to you is there an area of your life you feel like, yeah, I really want to grow more in, or I want to invest more in?
Yes. Should I answer that? Yeah.
Y- Yeah, no, I was just asking if you know,
Uh,
if you have
yes,
an
I
idea
do.
of that.
Yes, I
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Because now, if you have an idea of that, then it could be, see, there's nothing wrong in using ChatGPT or AI to help
Okay.
you come up with goals. Please, there is nothing wrong. I am,
Okay.
there is nothing wrong. Yes. Though if that is
All right.
what you have the feeling in, I do it a lot of
Mm.
times, especially around my career. I feel like I want to do a lot more in my career. I had to
Mm.
use ChatGPT to come up with goals for myself for my career. That's why I
Mm.
said the most important thing is, do you know where you want to grow in? That's the first question, right? Then it makes it easier for you to be able to now say, okay, even if I go somewhere else to find goals around this area, I already identified that this is an area I want to grow in. Right. So I don't know if that
All
helps you answer
right.
your question. Maybe that was what
Yeah,
you want
yes, it
to say.
does.
Please,
Yes, it
there's
does.
nothing
Thank you
wrong
so
in that.
much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Um, Shulamite, I hope I'm pronouncing
Hi,
it.
good evening. Yes, you
Hi,
did.
good evening.
Thank you. I'm well done. So my question is regarding Notion, right?
Yes.
Under the section for Teams and Word. I wanted to add more blocks. I don't know if that's the right word to call it, but I've been finding it
Mhm.
difficult to add more those colored block-like thing. I wanted to add more from my team, but I've been finding it difficult to do that.
Oh, this team, I see.
Yeah,
What
the
you can do is
blocks.
duplicate. Do
Oh,
you see what I
okay.
just did? You can just right click
Yeah.
on it and then duplicate this one.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Okay. If there is any other questions or concern, if there is none, any other questions, any other concerns? Okay, let me move forward. There is something else I want to show. Again, you don't need to go this step further, make it yours. Just feel free. One of the things I'm just offering is to open you to the possibilities of Notion. You know, a lot of people said, "Oh, I'm open to learning something new." So part of this is you just learning the amazingness and awesomeness of Notion. So I'd also created this thing. It's part of, so I clicked it from here. So I'd added it to a monthly goal system. It is a, what's that? Where did it go? Sorry. Yeah. So it's more like a sort of tracker, or it's just to help you organize things more clearly or better. If you feel like, oh, I don't want to be coming to this page every single time or every year, I'm just trying to create something, and this is something I am doing for myself, so I'm sharing it. I wanted to create something that makes me feel like I have to come back to this every day, right? So one of the things I need to do every day is a to-do list. I have my to-do list that I have to check off every day, write a number of things and all that. I would show you. But I wanted to tie that with the goals, with the whole action item thing, so that I'm seeing this every single day. So that was why I created this. So this is organized around months. Again, when you are very comfortable with this, you can change this however way you like. So let me duplicate this, help this work this time. And just gonna have this. Okay, I'm gonna look for it. Monthly goal template. I think this is it. Okay. So I'm just gonna change this so I can identify it. Yeah. So this is when you duplicate it, this is the way it looks like. Again, I'd organize it around months. You can change the view so that it makes it easier for you to see. But I just created it in like a card-like form so that you can, just see the beauty of it as well. And the reason why I love Notion. Then if you open this up, I'm just going to expand this. So this is for the month of January. This is every month. Now, what this has done is, one, I had something called like a weekly target. So this is for if you feel like I have a goal that I need to build towards, even though I need to achieve this during the year, or I need to achieve this month, I need to sort of build towards it. Or it could even be that you have an habit that you want to, your goal this year is to build an habit on something. Like maybe an habit is I want to go to the gym 3 times a week, right? Now, how do I keep myself, create a sort of system around that habit? That is what this weekly target is used for. So what it does is I list all the, habits or the action or whatever it is that you want to track, right? And then you put a target towards it. Yes, it is under the yearly goal template, but it is, yes, it is under the yearly goal template. It is over here. It is just here in this part, just after the goals. So you have to also duplicate the templates, and then I'll show you how to connect it. I should have done that. Yeah. When I should have time. So, yeah, you add a target to the goal, to this action or this habit that I want to build. You can change the name to whatever resonates more with you. I intentionally left it. Then every week you are keeping track of how you build towards this target. Now, this is not to create any judgments or any form of not to sort of discourage you or demoralize you, like, oh, I didn't meet this target this year. No, it's just to sort of help you to stay accountable to you building this target. Because you have said this year I want to do this, right? This year I want to. I think somebody had mentioned a wonderful goal. Okay, we are recording. So there could be different goals. Some people mention different things that they want to build. Like, I want to do this every day. That was what the person had said. I was like, well, that's impressive and amazing, right? So the question is now, how do I want to track that how do I want to track that towards this goal that I've set for myself? Oh yes, you can use it on. That is one of the best part of it. So that is why I love it so much. You have the app, you can download the app, and then you can use it on your phone. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, it can be a pain sometimes. I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's why we are recording this. Hopefully you can, spend some time to do this. Yeah. But one of the things also, Rukayat, is maybe if you can download the app, it sort of helps. Like whether it's on your phone or on your desktop, both of them have an app. I'm using the desktop app right now. So each week you sort of just put down how much, how you worked towards this target, right? Then this goals part, which is the main thing that adds, like I said, I want to be able to see what goals I have for this month explicitly. Okay, I didn't have, I think I, so yeah, there was something else I'm gonna show. Okay, yeah, I remember. Sorry. Yeah, you need to always change this filter just the same way we did with our goals, right? In the current month section of the goals. At this part, like this current month goals. For this month goals, you need to always change this filter to the current month so that you are seeing the actual right goals for the current period you are in. And also, if you had changed this to quarterly, you want to always set it to the quarter that you're focused on, right? So, this goal should be connected to the goals you have set in your planner. And how do we do this? This is where the recording comes in. I should have done this, I'm sorry, but hopefully you can follow me. So how you do this is you come to this button over here. You click on, actually, I think it should connect automatically, but even if it doesn't, right? So you come to this button over here, which is like a setting, then you see manage data sources, right? I don't want to use the annotate, spoiling my screen, but I hope you can see. I am trying to, so this is called manage data sources. Then when you click on it, you will see that it is getting linked to a particular goal source. What you want to do is add your own goal source. So the goals you had set in your template, whatever name you had called it. So I had called mine like, monthly, I'd called mine yearly planner. It's a yearly planner test, right? So that was why I wanted you to name it. Name the planner something. So when you filter by that, it will show you all the tables that are in that page. So now the yearly, let me write it clearly. Yearly planner test. This is the page for your planner. And why is this doing this? Anyways, now these three, I think there are three, okay, there are two tables in that page specifically. What you want to choose is the goals in that page. So here, when I click on the goals, it will show me the actual goals from that page as opposed to maybe the ones that are over here. Then when you are done, you can now delete the other one. I think if you go back, manage data sources again, you can see that it is referencing two goals. This one is the one we just added, and you can remove this one. So it adds the right goal. I know that may be a little bit complicated, but I hope you get it. So just to summarize it, it's just these goals, I just want it to be the exact same thing that is in my yearly planner because I'm not doing a copy. I don't want to copy things. I want to connect things. That's the beauty of Notion, the fact that I can have one thing in multiple places. So I have my goals already. All I just want to see is that I always want to see it over here every single time as I work with it and all that. So I want to connect it to that same goals. I come to the settings, manage data sources, link existing data source. You search for the page of your yearly planner, whatever you have called it, right? I called it yearly planner test. You click on the table, which is goals. If you rename the table to something else, if you rename the table to something else, it's going to show the name that you named it. So it is very important to know that. And then once you click on it, you would be able to see all those goals here. Then you come back so that you delete the other ones, and then you remove anyone you don't want. I hope that's clear. If you have any issues, please come back to me. But that's what this part is about. So what the major thing I want here is that every single time I am able to see the same goals that I've already set. And if goals come up in the month, or it could even be for another month, and you're already on this page, you can create a new goal here. And it will show up in that area, in that page as well. So if I create a new goal here, change it to, write anything. If I come back to my page, my yearly planner, I will be able to see that goal here as well, new goal test. So that's why I said we don't want to do a copy. We want to connect it. So whatever I do here shows up there. Whatever I do there shows up here. So that's essentially what this is about. And like I said, if you now have anything that you feel like you do every day, it's just because this is just to make it easier for me to keep seeing this goal. It is to make it easier to ensure that this goal is at my front and center every single day. So for me, I always have to-dos that I have to do. And then I just created this part of the to-do over here. So that if I have to write something, have some to-dos, it is always on this page. And that way, everything is in one place. You could also have other things, like maybe people I need to check up on, my journals, all those things. Those are the ways I customize mine. I would show you after when I post the recording or whatever. And so you can customize this anywhere. If you want to add a new sort of section with a different theme, all you just have to do is use this, I don't know what they call it, slanty line or something. And then you can choose what sort of block you want. So usually I use this toggle list because I can always collapse things. Toggle list with 31, and then I can change this, maybe journals, and you have the space to write whatever you want every single time. So you can add as much sections as you want, but the whole point around this one is just having this, system that it's more like a everyday sort of system for me. Okay, we spent a whole lot of time here. And I hope you've been, walking through as I'm walking through this, you've been also adding your goals and creating structures around your goals. So we don't have to spend so much time on that as well, because we are way past time.
Hope
But is
I
there
have a question.
Okay,
If
yeah,
if you go back to the yearly planner,
okay,
the notable dates, are
yes.
those achievements or are those future plan dates that we have to
I
achieve
would say
something?
achievements, something you've done already.
Achievements.
Yes, whether achievements, whether anything. Actually, whether it's a
There's something
challenge
we
as
want to
well.
celebrate. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Something you just want to remember. Yeah. Celebrate, or because it could also be a challenge. It could be a loss as well. But
Mhm.
it should have already happened because the whole thing is you just want to remember it.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you. Any question? Rukayat, you have a question?
Oh, yes. Ah, okay. Yeah, Notion here again once more. Um, okay. After clicking on the link you sent, right?
Mm-hmm.
It populates this
Mm-hmm.
page where I can see the yearly goals and the whole
Mm-hmm.
tracker. However, it requires me to sign in so I can have my account.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I've had one. Maybe I guess it's when you like you last thought with us. But then it's throwing me out, and I'm struggling to find this template within my board. Can you please show me how I should locate
Oh,
it? Because my
okay. So
yeah,
now you've logged into your Notion, right?
yes, I have.
Okay.
Although still with the web, I'm still struggling to download the application.
So what you can do is that there is two parts. There is maybe favorite or private. So if you go to the private, it will probably give you a list to search from, and then you search template, it would come up. So you can see that these are the ones that I was trying to download and struggling with. They ended up downloading.
Mm, okay. Sorry, how did you find private? Where was it located?
I don't know if you can use sim. Let me see if I can expand this. Just a minute. Yeah. So over here, you see my mouse. So do
Okay,
you
yeah.
see this part, private?
Don't think your mouse is there.
You are not able to see my mouse.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, I can see that.
So if you see private, do you see a button that says more or something?
Okay. Oh, okay. Sure, that's more. Okay.
So then you
It's taking
search for
forever
it.
to. Okay, I'll just do that. I think it's taking forever to load.
Oh,
I'll just do it.
okay.
Thank you.
I would. Right,
Mhm.
thank you. Okay, so that's that about the walkthrough. I'm gonna pause the recording. So, okay. Yeah. So now oh my God. We are way past time, but because we still have another aspect, we still have a whole lot more to do. So what I'm gonna do is to give you like 5 hidden. Who else was complaining here? Please.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
have you been able to create
yeah,
your group?
we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Eden, are we good?
Mm. I think I've added 2 people to the chat and serve later. Yeah, that was
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Okay. If there's any other person, if you feel like you know the names of those people, you can
I
probably
know them.
message them. And if you need
Yeah.
their names, you can message Salome as well. She can help you. All right. Um, transition into the second part of this, or whatever part this is. Um, because of time. So we are moving on to the vision board aspect of this. Now, this aspect is a very touchy aspect for me. Let me see, am I sharing screen? Yes. This, I'm just going to use this format for now because I will soon go back. So vision board is what is vision board? Literally, if this is your first time hearing about vision board, it was warming, heartwarming to see a couple of people that has done this. We did this last year and then they're back again. I'm so happy, really happy. You can't understand. So, but in case if you've not done this before, literally vision board is you just trying to create something that sparks joy for you anytime you say it. So it is more around creating a visual representation of whether your hopes, dreams, goals. So I know we've been talking about goals, goal setting, goal structuring, but this is now like I know that I'm supposed to work towards this goal, but I want something that I'm going to see that is just going to motivate me towards, getting this and achieving this. This can come in different ways. Some people, it may not work for, some people feel like it doesn't work for them. That's why I feel like it's touchy, but I would say try it. If you feel like it doesn't work for you, at least you know that, oh, I tried it and it doesn't work, which is fine, right? But it's something I would encourage you to try. You could also decide to call this different things. You could call it your vision board, your becoming board. Like, oh, this is the person I'm aspiring to become. Like, I want to maybe lose weight or I want to go to the gym regularly. And you just have that picture of someone that is fit, right? And you're just inspired by it every single day. Or you could decide to call it a prayer board, which could be in different ways. Maybe it's just you listing some set of things that you just want, you can't achieve yourself, and you just want God to help you with it. And they are just reminders for you every single day. So whichever way you want it, feel free to make it yours. Yeah. For me, you have your hands raised. You have a question?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just this suggestion. I feel this is good content. I was just thinking, would you like to record this part? So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, good point. I think I can resume. Okay, I think I resumed. Yeah. All right. Thanks for mentioning that. Okay. So, yeah, so I was saying, yeah, you could, but the major thing is you're trying to make this your own, like call it whatever thing you want to call it. But the theme around here is you just having something, a visual something, just motivates you, that keeps you motivated and excited about the year, right? And then again, like I said, it's like creating a vision of the person you want to be or what exactly you want. Then the question could be, why do we do this or how do we do this? But before that, a couple of examples is, okay, it's fine, I already posted this. This was a vision board I created for myself last year, right? I know it has different things and all that. Some achieved, some did not, but I think I achieved most of the things around there, especially this wonderful table over here. It was it was like one of the highlights of my year because I had organized something like that, like looked very similar to that for someone. And it was just amazing to see, right? So, and there were different aspects, but it was just nice that anytime I come back here and I'm seeing myself just checking these boxes off, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice, right? And it could be like this as well. This is something I just pulled off of internet. So just to show that there are different people that do this in different ways, you just want to make sure that it is something that only you, I mean, not really only you, but it's something that sparks joy for you. Like you need to feel like this is mine. Right? And then in case if you are wondering, yeah, why do we need to do this for data-oriented people? Um, I know there are data around, oh, a lot of people do not have goals, but people that have goals are more successful than people that don't have goals, yes, but also people that have their goals written down are, 30 times more successful, especially you are most likely to achieve it if you have it written down. And then I went a step further to say, oh, you are most likely to achieve it if you see it, right? So, which is why I put the quote, if you can see it, you can believe it, and then it's a lot easier to achieve it, right? So that is the whole theme around this vision board. It's not like, oh, it's just something I do for play or for fancy, or when you feel like, why do I really need to do this? I'm just giving you some why around it. Now, how is one, you already have your goals, your aspirations, and again, I said it could be someone you want to be, or something you want to, something you want, like the person you want to be, or something you want. So even if it's not written as part of your goals, but this is the kind of person I am looking towards achieving, that's something that can go into your vision board, especially if you feel like this isn't something I can, like there is no specific thing about this that I want to do this year, but it'd be nice for me to keep seeing this person as this person that I want to become. Those are the things you can also put in your vision board, right? But the most important thing is that make it very personal to you and ensure it is something that sparks joy. So now I'm going to walk you through how you can do this, right? But one other thing I want to point out here is if you create a vision board and it's just going to sit down somewhere, yeah, you still haven't achieved much because all you've just done is created a picture that you go back to maybe never, right? So it is important that as you are creating this, you want to ensure that you're creating something that, one, I would want to see it every day. Like I want to see it as often as possible. So if this works for you, I always recommend setting it as your desktop wallpaper. So if you have a laptop, if you have a computer, you set it as a wallpaper. If you do not have a computer, it could be your phone as well. Most people have a phone. So you could have that's why I created this wallpaper template, phone wallpaper template. So if you want the phone version where it is always on your phone, and I know that, okay, yes, you may feel like I don't want it on maybe my phone. I don't want people to always see this often. You could also create the desktop wallpaper version and print it and put it in a place where you would see. That's also another option. So whichever option it is for you, just ensure it is something that you're going to do and you're going to be able to put it in a place you would see it very frequently. So now these are templates that that I created to make it easier for you. So you don't have to be worrying about, oh, how do I do this or how do I do that? You can move things around. Again, you need to make this very personal for you. I would show you that in a minute. You can move things around, you can shift things around, but this has made it just easier for you to have something to start with. So I hope you got, I know I'm going to share this in the chat anyways, but this was shared in the email as well so that you can easily access it. Just gonna quickly share this in the chat. Oh, that's so sweet, Aruna. That's so nice to hear. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing the printed version this year. I've never done it before, but I'm like, yeah, it needs to be different this year. So I'm with you on that. Okay, so I'm gonna transition to Canva. Oh yeah, I forgot to. Yeah, I mentioned it a lot in the mail. But yeah, the tool for this, I recommend Canva just because it is a whole lot easier. You can do different versions of this. Most people like to do, or some people like to do the physical one, where you get like maybe a cardboard or a board, and then you cut out papers from magazines and then you paste it on it, right? I just find that a bit limiting sometimes because, I mean, it just gives you so many reasons to procrastinate and so many reasons why you shouldn't do this. I have to, look for a board, I have to look for magazines, all those things. So with this, with Canva, I can design anything I want, whichever way I want. I have Google to get me all the pictures that I ever want. So I don't have any sort of restriction. I don't have any limitations and no reason to procrastinate. That's why I've always recommended the like virtual version with Canva. And like Haruna has just said, where okay, she said she made the physical one. Oh, I thought you meant yeah. So you could also do that for yourself. You could, do this and also do physical one if you want. But also, I think one thing I found out is that you could do this as well and even print it out and have the physical one if you want. So whichever way you want to do this. So I'm gonna switch and so if you open these links, I'm just gonna open the links so I start from the beginning. So if you open one of these links, it's gonna show you something like this. Like, oh, this template was created and do you want to use this template, right? Now, I think for you, it's not going to show edit this template. I can't remember what it's going to show for you, but it's because I think I created it's telling me I should edit this template, but I don't want to edit it. So what I'm going to do is create a copy. So I'm just going to view it. And then I would create the copy. Oh, yeah, never mind. I think that's the same thing to show you. Notion, please don't give me trouble today. Oh, I can say Notion Canvas, sorry. Okay, so essentially the first step is you duplicating whatever template you feel like is more resonating to something like what you want. There are different templates. I recommend you open each of them first and then decide which one you're going with, right? But when you start with one, I don't want you to be going back and forth so you don't spend more time on the, design as opposed to the actual work of creating your visions. That sounds nice. Okay, so please let me know. Again, interactive session. Are you having issues duplicating anything? Do you are you having any issues duplicating it, or are you able to duplicate it? Like any one of them? Are you able to duplicate this? Hello, anyone having issues? Please let's keep the chat coming. Or do you want to call names? Anyone following along? Wisdom, are you able to duplicate the templates or you're just watching and you're like, Wisdom, are you still here with us?
I hope I am. I
So
did
which
leave
one
for a
are you
couple
doing?
though.
Huh?
I did leave for a minute though.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, make a copy. Yeah, not really duplicate. Yeah, just making a copy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Very nice, cool. Okay, so it's someone. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So once you make a copy, I open. I don't want to edit the templates, so I'm just gonna go back. Sorry, just going to make it easy. Actually, I want to do one of the phone wallpaper ones so we can see the thing. Then I'm just going to show you around how to work around this. Okay. There's this thing Canva does for me sometimes I don't like. Oh. No. I'm coming. Let me just try somewhere else. Copy link. Okay, then template. Open in editor. And this is going through. Okay, yeah. So first thing is, you rename this to, let's call this vision board 2026 on. And then now you have this canvas for you to be able to work on. Before you go too far, Canva has the free version, which should mostly work for you most of the time. It also has the paid version, right? So most of the things you see can be paid. If you see, there is always an icon that shows that something. So there is this icon here. I don't know if you can see my screen over here, if you're looking. If I come to design over here, if you see all these little crown icons, if you're using the free version, just stay away from them. So it's going to tell you it's a premium version and template and you can use it, right? One of the ways you know when a template is premium or you can use for free is, first of all, try to download it. So maybe you had something and you are debating if it is, just try to download. If it is premium, it's going to tell you that, oh, there's a premium content here and you have to pay, right? So that you don't go too far doing all the design, wonderful things, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh my God, I've been using a paid template. So that's one of the gotchas to watch out for. And then if you feel like any of these templates I created, don't spark joy for you, you can come back here to templates, designs, and just search for vision board. So if you search for vision board, you'll see tons and tons of vision boards that people have created, and you can feel free to pick any one of them and replace the images. So I made these ones just to make it easier for you to be able to add images, and also just so you don't have to go through the mental stress of looking for the templates to use, because you can get lost in those things and you're like, oh, this is fine, this is nice, this is good, and spend an entire day just trying to pick out a template. Okay, so let's assume you're picking one of this. Make it simple moving forward. You can also always change any of these things to anything that you want. You can always come to elements and search for image frame, and then it will give you different designs. You see, these are tons of designs for image frames that you can pick. Different designs, and you can, switch things around. So in case if you're wondering. But I always like for us to, start things before you start designing. Like, important thing is, let's start. Important thing is that let's start adding, let's start bringing this to life before you start trying to rearrange things. So how do we do this? We've said, oh, what you want to do is, I want to be able to create something, the word again, that sparks joy. So you take your goals, you take your ambitions, you take, the habits you want to form, or anything, just what you feel like you want regarding this year 2026, and you want to search for images that speaks to those things. So an example could be one of the things is, okay, I want to be a frequent gymmer, going to the gym frequently, and I want to see that image every single day of someone that has to go to the gym. I want to find an image regarding that. So how do we do that? So first of all, I always recommend to have splitted screen. I'm having two screens, but I'm just going to bring this here so that it makes it easier for you to drag and drop images. So I'm going to split my screen and then, sorry. Okay. And then now I'm going to search for any image, like, going to the gym or something. Interesting. So let's say I decide that, okay, maybe this particular image sparks joy for me. Somebody that is all, ready to go to the gym and all. Actually, not this. So how I always do this is I just take this, drag, and drop. Yeah. So I find an image. I don't need to click on it. I don't need to do anything. I just pick it, I drag, and I drop here. So that way I'm easily able to add images to my board, and then I can start rearranging things. So it makes things faster, it makes things easier. So if it's also about, fitness or nutrition, or even, let's say, reading. And you find something that maybe sparks joy for you, if it's this one, I just pick it and then I drag it. Yes, so this is taken. Wondering why it is not dropping. Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, Canva has been doing the most for me. Let me switch to another thing. Just sorry. I don't know why. Okay, I'm just gonna try and see if I can work on this page. Yeah, I don't know. My Canva just misbehaves sometimes. I don't know why. Let's see the upload not taking time. So let's try this again. Just a moment. Okay. This. Yeah, I don't know why it is struggling to upload for me. I hope it's not giving you the same issue. This is not the first time I'm having the same issue with Canva. So, sorry. Is anyone else experiencing any issues with Canva?
No, I'm not able to drag and drop into the spaces.
You are not able?
I'm able to drag and drop into those
Oh, you are
boxes.
able to drag and drop. Okay, then it's just me. That's fine if it's just me. I probably know the reason why. Okay. So anyone else able to do this successfully? Like you can drag and drop your images.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm using my phone, and
Mm,
I think Canva also has a
yes.
feature where you can search for photos, images
Oh,
with
really?
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I think it's
Interesting.
very useful.
Oh, so you can search for pictures
Yeah.
from the web. I
Like
see.
from Canva, yeah, on in the browser from Canva itself without leaving Canva.
I see. But where would that be? What?
So I click on the icon, then click on replace, and
Hmm.
within I don't know if it's the same thing with the browser. So there's a replace I when you click on the particular uh,
Frame?
particular frame, then it shows like a replace icon somewhere. I'm trying to see if
I
it's
see.
pop up in the browser as well. Let's see.
Oh, that makes sense. That's nice. Okay.
Resize.
Oh, I've added too many images. Okay. Let's
Just an
see.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're searching images too. I think we
Mm-hmm.
can use AI tools to generate a picture of ourselves
Yes.
graduating and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff rather than getting, other people's picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You can generate images as well. You can describe image and it will
Make
generate.
me work at this company or this or that.
I
That's
like.
true. Okay. Yeah, you go. Different ideas for you to be able to get, you know, amazing images for your vision board. I My Canva is deciding to play with me today, as it always does. But I hope it's not giving you issue. Yeah, so basically that's the gist of that. Yeah, I also like that. Yeah. The gist is just, finding images to be able to put on your board. And then once you are done, actually, if we want to try this now, I wanted to generate media. So I want to generate an image of what is the goal I have? Launching a YouTube channel. So much fun. I can't wait. Oh, is this gonna load forever? Okay, let's not use mine. But yeah. Um, so I'm hoping I know Canva is not this slow for you, the way it is slow for me. I feel like something has been wrong with my Canva on this particular laptop for a long time. But yeah, whichever way works for you, these are different ideas. You can either get your pictures from internet if you want. You can generate images from AI, fantastic ideas today. And once you're done, the main thing is you rearranging things. Oh, I think I had locked this box. Wait, why is it getting very... Because I may want to remove something. I think there's something wrong with this particular template, actually. Just gonna try something. What's happening? Okay, what happens if I come back here? Oh, yeah, I think something. Wait, let me check the desktop version as well. I hope it's not. Anyways, major thing is I hope nobody else is experiencing issues like me. I hope you are not. If you are experiencing issues, please do let me know, because this can be.
Hope, do you want to refresh the page or something?
I feel like sometimes Canva does nice to me. It's nice to me. Sometimes it's just like, I'm not happy with you today. I don't know why.
Hello.
No, yeah, I've been switching to the phone more frequently nowadays. They do have an app, by the way, in case if anyone's
Oh,
wondering. Yeah, they do have an app. So, and that is always smooth, no issues. I don't know why I experienced this on the browser. Maybe they do have a desktop app that I didn't download. I don't know. That's another option. So, yeah. I also think it's probably the laptop. I don't want to blame, but it's okay. Um, yeah. Well, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go back. Yeah. Um, so just to get a feel of the room, show of hands if you are currently working on your vision board, or if it's something that you're just like, I'm just waiting for what's next, or I'm waiting to do this at home.
Already done mine, Hope,
You're
in
already
December.
done. Oh,
In
nice.
December, so I'm not repeating it. I did it on Pinterest on my
Oh, that's cool. Oh,
I'm done with mine.
but
I
now
just
yeah,
now.
sorry, go ahead. No, I
Oh, so
discovered now the AI thing now I might redo it again.
that's fine.
so I just did mine now. I completed it already.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, why some of us are still
I have
struggling?
to say well because I was on the session last year, so
Uh,
I did it last year. So I still have some of those pictures that are relevant, and so it was easy
mm-hmm.
to pick them up. Then some new ones I would like to add. I just got them off the internet and put them there. So
Oh,
it's
cool, cool. Nice.
I mean, it felt great looking back at I was looking at the vision board, I think earlier in the year, last year, up to like mid-year. Afterwards, I really didn't check them again. But now that I was trying to look at how I did that one and I looked it up, I mean, it was amazing that I did achieve, some of those things.
Yes,
It was
yes.
amazing. I think I'll use it more this year. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Anyone else working on theirs? Or if you need any bit of help. Sorry, my camera just decided to not agree with me today, as it always does. But yeah, nice. Okay, I think, let me see. I'm gonna pick if this one would work. Just gonna make a copy. Oh, okay, good. Okay, so just see this as your space or time to be able to, figure things out. Let me know, it's me that's figuring things out. To be able to spend some time with your vision board. I know sometimes it's not things that you may not complete it. Yeah. But I would encourage, even if we've run out of time, so I'm so sorry. But even if you're not going to complete it here, I would highly encourage you spend some time, if possible, this weekend, since you already have this momentum. Just go with it, spend some time, maybe after the session today or tomorrow. It's still the weekend. Finish it, because that's always the main thing. You already have the momentum, so just ensure you finish it, so you don't have half a vision board throughout the year, because that can happen. So one of the things I just wanted to give was the fact that you can start it here and then carry that energy forward to be able to ensure that I have this complete vision board. Because I'm going to ask you when I send that follow-up mail that ensure you have finished your vision board. I'm going to also do mine today, hopefully, or tomorrow. I want to spend some time, use this energy, and I'm going to finish it. So, yes, Doris, I'm with you. I'm finishing mine this weekend. We just finish it this weekend. And yeah, but if you have any issues, any challenge with the old vision board thing, or even if it's with with Notion or the Excel sheet we shared earlier, please feel free to send me an email. You have my email, the same email I used to send you mails. So feel free to send me an email with any specific question. I will try my best